Hi, thank you for stopping by to view one of my newer journals. I was in Albuquerque visiting family, and I found a cereal box that was empty, and I took it to make a book, and my brother goes, "What do you do with that?" So this is the result of his question, answering his question. Then my mom had a package, and this was the shipping material inside, so I cut it up and tore it, and then I just did a collage effect to give it this cool texture. And then I just added some of the ink from the ink pads to give it that like different distressed look. I always like to use these leather straps. I think I got them at Joann's. It's just easy to adjust. And then what I did here was the petals that I made for the flowers were just the extra scrap paper that I used throughout this book. This book is very shabby chic, whimsical. I didn't have a theme. I just put things together as a page presented itself. So you can see right here it says making moments. I have put a lot of ribbon in it. I did use a lot of my embossed pieces, and you're going to see that as we go through this book. So right here I added a folder. It says sisters, such good memories. I have 4 sisters, so if I keep this book I'll add an S there. And then right here I use that scrap material again any way I can. I don't like to throw things away. And then I have these little mini folders in here. This one has a little tie and just places you can add pictures and memories. And then here I put some lace. I'm saying ribbon. I have a lot of ribbon, so I'm incorporating that as well. Here's one of my embossed pieces as well as that, and then I added that ribbon around the outside. I'm going to give it that vintage look. And then here's some more ribbon that I found, and just like to add it in there. It's just cute. And then you can see this piece here goes with this piece, and then there's another place or folder to add more photos to it. So as you can see, nothing matches. It's just whimsical, like I said. And then here's one of my embossed piece, and I have these acrylic crayons, so I just put that crayon on to give it a really cool look. So another embossed piece. I only have like 1,000,000 embossed folders, so up there you can see also those are birds on a wire. And if you emboss yourself, you're probably going to see some of them. And then I just hand sewed this around just to give it some creative look. The paper I used was just like, what do you call it, from grocery bags. And then I just cut it and color it. Here's another embossed piece. I did add, there's a magnet here, but the magnets I used were really thick, so I didn't like it, so I only used a couple of them. Here's another mini folder. So more places to add photos. That I think is from a greeting card. It says treasures. Here's another folder. Lots and lots of places to add memories here. And then right here is an embossed piece, and there's a little button. Another embossed piece. Together is our favorite place to be. And then you're also going to see these little pieces. I just had this embossing folder, and then I just cut it out and put it throughout. And then it says our family. Sometimes I don't know if I have like little tucks, so I have so many, sometimes I have to double check. It says gathering. Okay, here's that nice ribbon my cousin gave me, and then I use this and it made it a cool place to add a photo. Here it is again, and here's a pull-out. That's from a greeting card. And then here's another. I just love this kind of ribbon. Gives it some creativity here. Open up. And then my sister had a lot of this washi tape, and this was like material filling. So I like to add little tabs all the time. And then this right here is embossed. This is embossed, and this butterfly's embossed. So it gives it a really cool feeling. I like the texture. And then right here is another place to add memories. And this one here is 2. You can add here front and back, and then front and back. And you can see that this washi tape, probably had to reinforce it. That's the one thing I don't like about the washi tape. It just doesn't stay, and I have to go back and reinforce it. And then here's another embossed piece, and I put some watercolors on that to give it that look. And then you can see here's some of that ribbon. And then this right here is a picture frame, and what I did was I cut this to size so you can add your photo and then just slip it in. So kind of cool, and right up there it says Crazy in Love. And here's some stamps. Like I said, very whimsical. And then my sister gave me this, and so some of the pieces she gives me I add, and just like a flip trifold so you can add more photos, and this was just some extra ribbon I had. This one says friendship. Another little mini folder here with some washi tape. And then this is real leather, and then I added some brads to it. So then that way you can, I think this is called a belly. Someone mentioned that once. And then you can see that I sewed around this. I glued them together and sewed around them so I can incorporate this really cool ribbon that my cousin gave me. And I tea stained them. The ones that she gave me, I tea stained them all. And then here's a little trifold, or bifold, there's only 2 of them. So you can add it. Here's that little pieces of embossed, that embossed folder that I added. And then there's a brad. This is actually material, that's canvas. I bought a bunch of them, and then I like hearts and these tabs, and I colored them all just to add, and just was sitting in front of the TV and just colored and added some graphics to it. You can see right here, those are some brads. Here's another embossed folder, places to put pictures. I layered some. I like to layer. I'm starting to layer a lot. Just looks neat. And then you can see here, another little mini folder. And this is actually from a card, a greeting card. So I put that there. You can flip it up. Another embossed piece. And I have another little tiny butterfly embosser, or actually cut, what do you call it? Where you punch it, punch. And then here's more of that cool ribbon that my cousin gave me, little layered look there. Here's another embossed, kind of vintage picture frame. Added some of that ribbon on there. This material came from a pillow I made, and that was extra. So I glued it in there, and then I sewed around it just to keep it secure. It's a neat look. Put some of that ribbon up there. Just had this extra from the lavender folders that I did. This is an embossed piece, but it looked like a piece was just cut out. So I just layered these hearts in there just to hide it. It looked like someone took a bite of it. And then I used some of that twine and put it around there. And then this actually came from my cousin. She was getting rid of all of her craft stuff, and it was a jewelry box, and it was falling apart. So I actually took the material off, and so I added on here, and I put it here as well, just to give it just a cool look, because I love the way that feels. And then here's a mini folder that's real leather there, and I put some brads for the tabs. Oh, and then you can see here just places to add what the memory is. We're almost done. There's that stamp that you probably see throughout all my books. Cool layered look here. I really like that. I use a stamp, and then I layer different types of extra scrap material. I just love that layered look. And then here, some brads here, as well as a piece of that one embossing folder. And then here's another layered look. And these 2 pieces came from the same sheet of paper, so I did like that little contrast. And then that's it. So thank you so much for stopping by, and please visit my Etsy channel, and you have a great day.